Miss Angela Sander can go fuck herself. Now, she's still fucking I would hope that she's moved on with her life. If she's still fucking behind the scenes, I will go after that bitch. Look, I don't want to have this conversation. I'll say it one more time. Eventually, she knew that she was messed up, and she said, "Look, George, I'm not going to go through it. I've not a goddamn thing to do with any of it." She knew pieces and bits about it. But Angela was not there. Angela wasn't living here, so she didn't know what she was talking about. Only to fill. So this is where they got all this information from, pretty much, right?
I don't know.
Where they got information from, huh?
I don't know for sure, George. You know as much as I do.
Okay, well, I will go after that bitch if she does any more. I know her social, and I'll drop it every fucking where I see it. I'll drop her social every fucking where. All right, like I don't want to hear this shit. Anything that we're talking about other than this bullshit? Anything to do with Angela coming out and doing this? I will. If Angela is still around and she's still causing problems,
well,
I know how to take care of that. I know how to take care of that.
What is dropping her social going to do? Like, why is that, like, a real...
No, because they'll do something. They'll tell her to back the fuck away.
But where's she go back to? You've already pushed as far as you
can. She needs to go back to that fucking mentally ill husband of hers that is impotent, and she could, I don't know, maybe buy a baby in Asia, or buy a baby online, or do something. Maybe buy a baby in Mexico. She wants a baby so bad she can get a baby in Mexico.
I mean, George, why would she pick you of all fucking people? Or was she
desperate? Why she would pick me?
Was she that desperate?
Why would she pick me? Because I have the best sperm ever. I am the baby maker. Okay? I have the best sperm. I am the baby maker, and Maury said that I am the father. So, there you go. She can give all she wants. Okay, well, great. Because now what I'm going to do is I'm going to find out where she's at, and okay, that's fine. I'm going to get information. I'm going to find out where she's at, and I'm going to do something. I'm going to come after her. Okay. All right, listen. I'm not listening to this shit.
George,
because it's a bunch of. I'm not listening to this shit because it doesn't hold any water. It's an integrity. Let me tell you something. I wrestle with that every fucking day. I didn't want to do that. Angela was the one that coerced me and said I should do it. And then when I did it, then she flipped. She said, "Why didn't you do that?" I didn't tell you to do that. I said, "You were the one that told me I should do that to get her off the street, get her clean. And now you're going to flip on me?" No, Angela is a walking book of contradictions. I'm not worried. I know exactly what happened. I don't have to get into detail. But if they want to keep digging and digging and digging, there's no more to dig. It's a nothing burger. Why doesn't Angela leave it alone?
I don't know.
She's already done enough fucking damage as it is. She wants to do some more damage. Well, I know a lot about Angela. She needs to back the fuck off. There's nothing more. This is just a shit storm. This is all about a shit storm. She's fucking, she wants to, she has a miserable life. She has a miserable fucking life, married to some fucking guy that can't get it up, and she wants to make it. She wants to, she's miserable. I mean, you think that she would be, concerned about her career and not worry about something of another. Ridiculous.
I have some of.
She was obsessed with me. She dangled it. She came down. I fucked her upside down and all around. I fucked her several times. I fucked her when she came to Richmond. I fucked her, and the whole idea was we had an arrangement where I wanted, that I was concerned because I'm not in a committed relationship. I wanted to have a kid. I wanted a kid to carry my name. She wanted a kid to carry her name. So we had an arrangement because her significant other, husband, is impotent, and he can't get it up. So whatever the case might be, I was the one that had. We went ahead and we fucked like rabbits. We fucked like rabbits. So that was it. She came down in 2010. She came down in 2011, and then she stopped coming. And then from I met her in this is how I met her. She bought a box set of the Gorgeous George Show, a box set, and that's how we met. She was interested in me and fascinated by me and whatnot in 2009. And so in 2009 she came down, and then she came down in 2010. Then after that, she didn't come down or whatnot. She was obsessed with me. She was obsessed with me. And if I mention another woman, if I mention and you know this because you listened to it. She called the library. She kept calling and calling and calling. Yeah, where is he? Where is he? You picked up you picked up the phone and now you talked to her. You remember that, right? You got that right. She's a nut job. She was a good lay. Don't get me wrong. But she's a nut job. She was a good lay and all that. But she's a nutcase, a nut job. And all she was concerned about, she didn't care about. She was whatever. But if there was another woman involved, oh my God. If another woman was involved, she was oh no, And so I made up. I didn't want her to know about Jamie because I knew damn well that she would whatever. So I didn't want her to know about Jamie. So I made up a name. I made up a black person's name.
Some nigger.
A black, I was giving her a ride and whatnot. She said, "No, it's not who it is. It's somebody else. You're." So I gave her that. So then finally, when I took Jamie to the hospital and whatnot, and I was waiting for Jamie in the waiting room, then she called me on the phone. She said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I am with," and I finally said, "Fuck this. I mean, there's no reason for me to hide this." I said, "I am with a girl named Jamie right now. This is the girl that I told you about." She said, "Oh, that's the one. That's the whore, huh? That's the whore." I said, and this is where I said, "Oh, that's the whore."
Is this where she loses? Is this where she lost all credibility? Again,
you lost it a long time ago because someone is interested in me, they're a whore. The fuck? Of course, she was interested in me, so I guess she's a whore too. She was interested in me, but I guess that makes her a fucking whore also. But the logic is it doesn't make sense. So no, basically that's what she was, and there was the arrangement of having, and she wanted to have a kid. There was the arrangement, and she wanted to have a kid, and yeah, she's a nut. She's a nut job. She's whatever. So when Jamie was living with me, she became close. She befriended Jamie just to fucking spite me. She gave Jamie a cell phone. I said, "Why are you doing that? You don't need to do that."
So she could reach out to Gary and would cause a wedge between you.
First of all, wait. The cell phone was given. She bought Jamie a cell phone. I said, "I can do that. I don't need you to do that." She said, "Well, I have this extra phone. She can use it." So, of course, Jamie needed a phone. And so then, she went ahead and hold on a second. What is this? What is this? Oh, I gotta get going. Oh, God damn it. Damn. All right, look. So basically, yeah. So she needed the phone, so she used the phone and whatnot, and that was it. She needed the phone. So I went ahead and was trying to be, I said, "You don't need to do that. I'm not ready to buy her a phone. I'm not ready to buy her a smartphone or whatever. You don't need to do that." So she did it and whatnot. That's where so she became friends. So she wanted to keep tabs on what was going on between me and Jamie. What she wanted to do. And then, and so, I said, "Look, you two cannot, and then they were friends. They were chatty and whatnot. And then, she caused a wedge in between, our relationship because then whatever. But then, then the old man was also part of it, and I'm tired. I don't need to talk about this. Okay, the bottom line is that old man was a detriment to Jamie. The old man was a detriment to Jamie, and Angela, I don't know. She's just the neurons are not fire. They don't fire on all cylinders. Okay, so why am I telling you all this? Okay, because she's not credible. She's not credible at all. Okay, well, you know what? And that's not that. Well, if she knew it so goddamn much, but she didn't give a god. Make it sound like that she knew anything about me. She didn't give a god. She just like she knew anything or knew about me. The fact that she even talked to the trolls, you lost it. The fact that she talked to that motherfucker, and those trolls, that right there solidify, that she's not credible. She's not credible at all. She had an agenda. She had an agenda just like everybody else that's related to this shit has an agenda.
She said it was mentally paid for.
She bought her a phone. Hold on a second. She bought her a phone. It was odd, but that was all she did. I knew why she bought her a phone. And it was very fucking odd. No, I was the one that was going to put her in Kentucky. It was a rehab program in Louisville, Kentucky, and I was the one that was going to pay for that. So that's where she's fucking wrong. Dead ass fucking wrong. All right, look. So, again, this is all about nothing.
Telling them.
Yeah, I know what she's doing, and I know all about what she's doing, okay? This is a valuable lesson for me, and the lesson for me is not to trust a goddamn person. That's the lesson at hand. Not to trust a goddamn person that has a certain agenda. Has a certain fucking agenda. Okay? The only person that Okay. And again, this is coming from a woman that was starstruck, or coming from a woman that was enamored and gaga over yours truly, and jealous of Jamie. She was gaga over me. She wanted me more than ever. And yet she was jealous of Jamie because she knew she posed a threat. Yeah, this has no credibility whatsoever. All right, so look, I don't know a goddamn thing, but I'll tell you where this is coming from. It's coming from Angela May Bolton, a.k.a. Angela Sander. Okay, because she thinks that she thinks that all this because she's trying to get back at me because she was intimidated and she was jealous of another woman. That's what it boils down to. Fuck her.